Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the noob and I call myself Xenso. And I've had another horrible week. My mental capacity has not been at the top and I'm still not over it, so to speak. I'm still not out of my depression, anxiety attack here, so I'm gonna try to keep this short. But I want to have something to do, and I might be trying to explain how I feel about the roundabouts. Let's take this roundabout and try to explain why I prefer roundabouts to the bigger intersections and stuff like that. Now, for a roundabout to actually be more or to be better than sorry, for a roundabout to be better than an intersection, you need to follow the rules, or it won't help. A roundabout could become even worse than an intersection if you don't follow the rules. And as I use the rules, I am 99% sure that it is the correct way to use it, at least here in Sweden. And that is, you have this roundabout. Now, the cars in the roundabout should always have the right of way. So when you cannot enter, you have the responsibility to not enter when there is cars coming. So an eventual crash is if you enter while there is a car in here. So the first rule is, of course, this one for me. When you have right of way here, and stuff like that, that's the first important rule. Now the next thing for me is to actually keep them in their lanes. So I'm using the lane connector because I feel that that's the most accurate way for me. And then you have this, that you always, if you get into this lane, the outer lane, that's when you're leaving the roundabout in the very next exit, so to speak. So you stay at the inner one until it's time to leave it, and you go out and you leave like that. Now you could make the roundabout more efficient if you have a lot of traffic coming from this way here and most of them are leaving to the right. You could have a lane here so that they don't go into the roundabout, and that would ease the amount of traffic to the roundabout. You can have that, of course, in have a special lane so that if you're just going to turn right, you don't have to go into the roundabout. You could always do that, of course, to simplify it for the traffic. Now then, there is the thing about the cars. To be honest, I can see that here in Sweden we do have some problems with people not using their blinkers. I don't know if it's all over the world, but I guess it is. Some people just don't want to use that part of the car for some reason. But if you get into the previous way that you were supposed to do is, if you were going to turn right, you would start blinking already here and you turn right. If you were going to go straight forward, you didn't use any blinkers, you just went straight ahead, and when you got to this point you start using your blinkers so that the cars that came here could see that, yeah, he's going to turn, so I can go out into the roundabout. Now when they don't use the blinkers, I mean, in this situation where there is this place here, so there's no way for them to change anything. But in some roundabouts you can go in this lane and you can go straight forward. So they don't have to be coming from this one, and some of them you can sort of lane this. You can go into this lane and go straight forward and go out. And then some of them you can even go straight forward and go all the way over here. So if you're coming in this lane, not using your blinkers that you're going to turn off, this car here automatically has to stop, because there's a big chance you're going to go straight ahead here because you're not blinking that you're going to go off. So that could get some congestion as well, and that's why I like to do it like this, because there really shouldn't. The City Skylines seems to have a bit of a problem here anyway, because it feels like even when they're choosing this lane, the cars don't move here until they are away from the roundabout, which I don't like, because automatically if they're in this lane, the cars should be driving without any problems. But they're doing it there, so maybe I'm wrong. So yeah, but anyway, that's the way it. As I said, if you're going to turn right, you put on the blinkers already here and you just turn right. If you're going straight forward, you didn't use any blinkers until you got to the part where you were going to turn off. So once you were surpassed this exit, once you got here someplace, you started to blink so that you could go out there, so that the big cars that are coming out here knew you weren't going to go straight forward, or you weren't going to be going out to the third exit. Now if you get here, you automatically start before anyway. When I took the driver's license, you were supposed, when you came from this here, you were supposed to use your blinkers that you were going to go to the left, and then you went all around, and once you got here, you switched it to the going right, and then you went out. Nowadays, I think you don't need to use the blinkers when you go in. I still do it, but you don't need to use the blinkers when you're going to go to the left, as long as you use it when you get here, when you're going to exit. So you're only supposed to use the blinkers now when you're exiting, to show that you're going to get out of the roundabout. So yeah, but I still use my blinkers when I want to get to the left side as well. I blink with the left one and turn over to the right when I get here someplace, and then go off the roundabout. Now that's how a roundabout needs to work in order for it to be working properly, and if you don't have those rules, the roundabout will be chaos, because people won't stop here, because there's always people that if there's no rules, they're gonna be there. I'm gonna go into this. I don't care about everybody else in the traffic. I'm gonna be the one that goes to my destination first of everyone. So that's why that's so important. Then I often turn off all the the crossings, no crossings, and I make sure that these are on, which means that these should always drive, and these are off, which means that they should stop before they just flow into it. It's the same situation there. And then we always turn down the speed a bit in a roundabout, and of course no parkings in a roundabout. That's self-explanatory, I think. I don't use any traffic lights in a roundabout either. That's supposed to be completely overkill, of course, unnecessary, I should even say. So that's my view on a roundabout, and I feel that it is, as long as you follow those rules, I feel that the roundabout becomes better than an intersection. If you don't follow those rules, I can understand people complaining that a roundabout is just messing up their traffic, because yeah, it does. it really does mess up the traffic if you don't put in the rules for a roundabout as well. No, I don't know, but I don't know if it's true or if it's just a myth. But I remember when I was young, then in some countries they said that the cars in the roundabout were leaving way. So I mean, when you got here and you saw that somebody was going to get in, they stopped in the roundabout, which is for me idiotic. But yeah, the right way, I feel, is that as long as they're in the roundabout, you want to get rid of them as soon as possible and not put more traffic into it. So they have to be cleared inside the roundabout, and then you let in new cars all the time. And then I feel that it works pretty well, to be honest. You're never going to get a perfect intersection or meeting of. You're never going to find a situation where everything works perfect. Well, you could have well, it wouldn't work perfect, but you could have an off ramp and so that one went here and one went there and one went, but it would take up a lot of space, and it would cost a fortune when they were to build every one of those. And then there would always be somebody that would complain because they took the wrong exit, and while when they were going to turn right, they had to turn left. And yeah, there's no perfect road situation. That's just something that we have to be honest about. But I think a roundabout is a very, very good, so I recommend that. Definitely one of my biggest recommendations is a roundabout with the right rules, of course. Otherwise it would not be a good advice. So yeah, this Traffic Manager President Edition is quite important for me anyway, and when that doesn't work, I don't like to play the game. So yeah, that's just the way I see it. Now, since I've gotten the game up and running again, I'm hoping that I can start making some real videos. Today there just wasn't time. I've been trying to get rid of this bad feeling that I have by sleeping a lot, and I haven't had time to record anything. So yeah, and this is, I mean, it's 11 o'clock on the Sunday the 15th, so I need to get this edited and ready before 1 o'clock so I can put this out. So I mean, I'm not going to be doing anything today. I'm just going to be talking like this, and I know it's been a couple of episodes like that now, and I am very disappointed in myself. Sometimes I'm considering maybe even let go of the City Skylines, but at the same time I love this game. I think it's a great game once you get it to work. If you get it to work, I should say. My biggest problem at the moment is that I don't get the high quality look that I had before. I feel it looks dirty in some way. I don't know how to say it, but it looks a bit dirty and stiff and not lifelike like it was before. So there's something gone wrong with one of the mods, but I don't know. I have so many mods and so many assets and stuff like that, but it's a hell on earth to go through them and try to fix it, especially in the middle of a save. I am considering that maybe when I'm starting a new city, I will try to be sparse with the mods and keep them down. I think it also gives me the opportunity to build a bigger city, because I think we'll have more, free up a lot more memory when we don't use a lot of mods. So yeah, but that's the way it is. And I think we have a good traffic flow, but let me see here. We have 66, which I'm not satisfied with, to be honest. I wonder where those congestions are, because I want to keep it at least at 80%. I feel that 80% is good enough for me. It is kind of red in the roundabouts and stuff like that. Yeah, what is going on here? Look at this. That's not a good sign. Going all the way, they're coming from, and it's all ordinary cars. Doesn't it go a little too quick in this roundabout? Have I forgotten the rules in this one? Let's see. We have those rules, that's good. We do have that. We have turned everything on like that, yes. So what's left? Among the other things, the speed, yeah, 100 kilometers an hour is not what you're going to have in that roundabout. So let's change it like that. Let's see if we can get the traffic out of this situation here. They really should be able to drive out quite quickly once they realize there's no car in this lane, but yeah, like here they should be starting to drive a lot. Only 2. I mean, he wouldn't have any problem going out as well. So yeah, I don't know. It is a bit problematic there. Now he drives. Let's see, they should. Why did he stop? There are no cars in the roundabout and he stops. Same there. I feel that that is something that is a bit idiotic, because that wouldn't happen. Maybe 1 in 100 cars stops when there's nothing in the roundabout, because they don't really know the rules, I guess. But anyway, did that make anything? Any percentage? No, 66. I think it's a bit early as well, but it did look a little better. But yeah. Oh, this one is red. Oh, this roundabout is not working out as it should. And what seems to be, I think there's only, it's not really a problem in the roundabout. It's a problem that there is just too much traffic here. It looks like it, but let's go through the rules. Those rules are correct. The lines are there. The speed is 40. Maybe we should lower that to 30 as well, to see if that helps. And no crossings and everything. It's green inside and not outside. So yeah, no problem there. Do we have that currently enabled? Easy mode, less traffic jams. So we have that on less, and still we have 66. That's not a good thing, I must say. But look at the car, the amount of cars here. It's incredible. What a line going all the way up here. So let's see if we can't improve this roundabout before we end. Seeing where the traffic goes, like where do these cars go? Do they go straight ahead or do they go? Seems like most of the cars seems to be going straight. Like these are going straight ahead here. Not many of them are turning, that's for sure. So what's going on here now? Let's see. Yeah, most of them are actually going straight ahead, which yeah. Now there are a couple of ways to fix that, to be honest. Same with this one. They seem to be going to this one as well. So that's not much I can do about. But this one, since most of them are going straight ahead, this roundabout should really have been lifted up, actually, so that this road would just be going straight through here and have an enter, and then these roads here could come from the sides and going in a roundabout that was overlaid, so to speak. Now that might be a bit problematic, but let me think about this. How do we want to do that then? We could also do a stupid thing here, just to try and find a way to ease the way of this roundabout, and that could be with, I mean, yeah, you could, I'm gonna try two things now. I'm gonna be, let's see, let's go into the ramp here. I want a ramp, highway, ramp here, one, like that, and we go into here to find somewhere. I don't want it to be that close to the roundabout. Let's have it here, and they will go out like that, just to see that the ones, let's see, like that, and we go, I want it to be a little bit pretty as well, of course, like that. And then we wanted to connect there someplace, so let's go there, and let's go, oh, let's not have that, let's do like that. There we go. Now, of course, when we have these situations, it's important, some things here. Let's do this. Let's mark this out first of all. This one should be tiger stripes, yes. And then we're gonna have this one, which is going to be a double, white double like that, and then we're gonna have that one to be white solid, this one to be white solid, and this one to be white solid. Now we have gonna have to be making some lines here as well. First of all, I would like to try and push that one to make it look a little better, like that. And now another rule that we need here is, of course, we don't want these cars here to go down here into the roundabout, of course, so they're gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna be doing that for fun as well. So that's the way I want it to be. Now I want that to look a little better, so we're going to go into this marking tools and this again, and we go from here to there. Let's not change anything, and we go from there to there. Or am I completely wrong about it now? Yes, I'm completely wrong about this one. Oh crap. Yeah, let's take that point. Shouldn't I be able to move that point? Oh, I haven't played in such a long time, so let's just take away that line, because this line is going to go to there, of course. And now from, yeah, this one, but this one we want to end there, of course, and then we go back. Let's see. Oh, I put solid. We can do a white solid there before we go through. And what's the other one? It's not that one. It's got to be this one then. Yes. And we take like that. and we make that white solid as well. And then we go fillers. Was it the alt? Oh, there's no fillers, I think. To create filler, hold alt or press control. I'll hold alt in. Yeah. It's been such a long time. So because the we want like that. Yes. That's the way we want it. Been a long time since I used that tool, I must say. So I don't know if this looks great. Sometimes I do the O4 there as well, but I'm gonna keep it like that for now. Now of course we can't keep it like this. We're gonna have to do 2 lines here and white solid. This is another thing that's going to be a bit problematic because I can't remember where did I press to make it go. Save as presence, copy marking, paste, clear, and here additional edit marking tool. Oh, sorry about that. I hope that didn't make too big of a noise. I have forgotten my mobile phone and to turn off the sound on that one, of course. Stupid me. Well, that's one of the things that is horrible about the mental case, because you do forget a lot of things. Here it is, apply between intersections. Yes, so now that fixed itself, and we need of course to do something about this one as well. This one is a little easier, I would say, like that, and then we go and we take white 04, I think I'm going to keep there. We do like that, and we go white solid, we go from there to there, and we change this one to there, and we go white solid there, then we go from there to there. Same thing here applies to this one. They're not supposed to be able to turn here, of course. That would be stupid. And then we go white solid. You know what? Let's see. This line. Let's see if we can find it. This line here. Let's see. This one should end there. And we should add rule from here to there, where it's white solid. And then let's press our Alt key in and make this like that, and we do another one of those. Great. Now we have marked it the way we want it. Let's try to get this kind of straight and that one kind of straight. There we go. That looks a lot better. Then we go out of that and we go into these lines. This side here is you don't need to do this, but this side you don't want them to be able to go in there, so you just want them to go straight ahead, because they're not supposed to be crossing that road. It gives more problems than solutions. So there we go. Let's see if that helps with anything here. Will there be cars taking that? Why is he stopping there? There's something wrong. There's something rotten in the name. Let's go. We don't want any crossings here, and they can go as well. So now they shouldn't be stopping any. Nobody should be stopping there, and they don't. But nobody seems to be turning right. So that's where we go. One that turns right. So we sort of didn't get a good amount of traffic and getting away from, well, taking a lot of traffic away from the roundabout. I'm just going to be trying to do a slope here. I think that looks a little better anyway. Oh, the cars were flying. Back to the Future is here now. But the big thing was, of course, and still is, that this road here could be connected to this one without going through the roundabouts. So there is either I should raise the entire roundabout, which I feel is overkill and perhaps not what I want to do. Otherwise, I feel we need to go over or under from this side and go into the road here someplace. And maybe we should do an overlap there. Let's see. Let's just try and see what kind of help this would be. No, it's this one, right? Yeah. And if we go out here and we edge up to 9 at least. Turns there, but it's such a short way. Let me just go there. Oh, yeah, I had it in that one. Let's update it. Okay, let's update it to the bridge. There we go. That's the way we want it. Let's bring this one again, and we build a straight from this one and straight over here. Now, of course, you can make this a lot more pretty than I have here, or I'm going to be doing here. I recommend doing it a lot better than me, than I've done here at least. But yes, now we can put that one back. I'm going to forget that, and we can see, yeah, maybe we want to do something about this one as well. Let's move this one out of the roundabout situation. Put this one in a little bend and this one in a little bend. Try to make it look decent. It's not going to look brilliantly, but I guess that's decent. And to, let's see, to try and make them to prefer this route, you keep the speed a lot higher on this road up here. Then the traffic that is going here should be preferring to take this one, as long as they're not going to go out there. If they want to go straight ahead, they should prefer that. Yeah, that one shouldn't have preferred that one. Anyway, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna be starting, oh, it's getting light. Of course, you destroy it if they are allowed to go anywhere. We do like that, and we go, but they should be able to just drive. Nobody should cross on feet there. And you see the cars are starting to get up here. Now we need the rules here as well. And no crossings, and this is what we want. We don't want them to be able to just drive in as they want. We need that one there, and then we need, well, we don't really need stuff like this here because there's no way else to turn. Yeah, they could have turned back into the roundabout, and we don't want that. So that's fixed. Yeah, then the rules are ready. Then it's just the painting, and I think I'm going to do that off camera because I'm running out of time. So I need to be able to edit it before I upload it, and then it's supposed to be released 1 o'clock today, and it's already past 11. So yeah, I need to move a little quicker here, but you get the idea. And hopefully this will ease a lot of the traffic here. You can see that there are loads of cars preferring this road now, and that's all the cars that eventually wanted to go straight here. So yeah, you could have done in this situation here, to be honest, if we wanted a really good really good thing, we would have made this road connect to that road on a different level connect to that road, and then a roundabout above or underneath all of that where everybody could go in. So you always have the possibility to go straight in the road. You could do without entering the roundabout, so that you get rid of all the straight going cars. But yeah, you can see there's loads of car coming here now as well. So yeah, feels like we might be able to get a little better traffic. 67, 1% we've fixed with all that, but 1% is better than nothing. So maybe in the next episode I destroy all of this and try to make a really good connection here for the traffic to flow as best as possible. We're just gonna have to see that, but I'm gonna have to say thank you for watching this episode. Do like, subscribe, it would help me out a lot, and stay safe in this horrible world that's been created, and have fun. Have tons of fun out there. As long as you don't destroy for others, then just have as much fun as you can. And I'll just end with bye.